1492, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score. So our opponent has 1500 games of rapid. Do I stick to the carrow? Let's stick to the carrow. I've got just over 1000, a little bit over 1000. Oh, it goes forward on move 2. Okay, a little bit unusual. What's he trying to achieve with that? I'm not sure. D6 or D5? I think D5 is still the correct move, but I think I'll just go D6 and challenge the pawn. I think D5 is actually still the principal move, but nothing wrong with challenging this. We're just going to try and develop a castle. He's playing it rather quickly, isn't he? Rather quick. So we could go D5 and challenge for the center. We can get our bishop up somewhere. How do we want to do this? I think I'm just going to do out the bishop first. And then maybe bring the knight up, rook across. We can still maybe play D5. So what do we want to do? Let's bring the knight up. We're just committing to keep our bishop outside the chin now. So back or trade or something. We do have knight over here to hit the bishop. Excuse me. He might want us to take. Might want us to take there. So we could just play pawn up. We can play knight across. Rook across if the file opens is a bit dangerous. I'm going to play knight in and hit the bishop. Maybe we can take and come up and hit the bishop that way. But if he pushes, we can take here. Something like that. But take, bishop up. If he takes here, we can maybe take this way. Let's just see what he's got in mind. He's playing very quickly. Excuse me. So he attacks our bishop. So I think I'd prefer to just drop back now. See if he goes g4. I don't think he will. It's very common in a lot of carrows that knight comes forward trade, but right now we've got the pawn here instead of here, so we cover this. So we could take, and then take back. So he's played queen forward to guard here. He's seeing it all. So what to do? I don't have bishop up here. Again, I'd like rook across, but if we take and pawn over, it's a little bit risky. So I think I might play knight across. Guard my bishop, threaten to jump in. I can still take there potentially. I'm not going to play a bishop here in a hurry now. But we're just trying to equalise the position with black. I don't feel like we're quite there yet. Rook across is the common sense move. Okay, he's attacked the knight, forcing the issue. So I think we'll take. I expect he'll go with a pawn. He's playing really quite advanced here. But he does actually go with the queen, not the pawn. Okay, so I've got rook across, preparing to drop back. Now this pawn is still here. It's a little bit less risky, leaving f7 unguarded by the rook, and the bishop could drop back, but probably trade, but could drop back. Now that gives me a tempo, developing my knight, attacking the queen. So now the bishop can maybe come this way again. I'm just trying to think, is it the right time to push the pawn on here? He can obviously play up, take and give him an isolated pawn. So he's played queen forward, logical. I think it might be time to finally play d5 and charge the centre now. If he comes in, we'll just take here. He's pushed forward, so I think we might want to challenge that immediately. Down, we can challenge that, and down we could just take. So I want to challenge this pawn immediately here. Okay, so now we should be able to take, and hopefully win a pawn, but there is a weakness here as well. Our bishop is loose though, so we need to take there. So how do we simplify here? If we take and he takes here, we can simply step out the way. If he takes, we can take back either way. If he kicks our knight, we're safe to drop back. So that looks nice because it's breaking this pawn structure up. Now if I go here and guard the pawn, or say rook here, guard the pawn. Actually, the rook's a common sense move, isn't it, to guard? What we're going to do if we get our knight kicked? I guess we can come back. But I want to be a little bit bolder. I'm going to take the pawn. It might be a mistake. I'm already a minute down on the clock. That's what I'd expect. Yeah, he's playing this very, very well. Actually, I do have to move the queen, don't I, because I'm under attack. But if we take back either way, we're still protecting each other. I think I'll take the opportunity to go with the rook. Queen guards the rook, so if the knight has to move, it's fine. If I take here, it's fine, it's protected, and we're going to try and double up. So we're probably going to be left with an isolated pawn here. So it's going to be 3, 1 and 1 against a 3 and a 2. So in principle, better for white. Feels like that. There might be a trick if he misses it, where you can attack the queen and the rook. Say he does a development move, but he would be attacking our pawn. So we might... Well, actually, if we went that way, we could take, couldn't we? So let's not overthink things. So take here, queen takes. Rook across anywhere looks fine, but pawn up could be good. The problem is he's got a knight that can challenge us once he's kicked this knight back. I'm not sure here. Pushing on is my instinctive move here. And try and keep the two of them and target this. Let's do it. Let's trust our instincts. We sometimes don't do that enough. Okay, so he has gone for the knight trade. So I'm going to trade that and I'm going to try and double up here. We've got a nice target now, but double the rooks up first, give my king an emergency square, and then try and get forward. But it's very, very balanced. It's very hard to win a game like this. It's been way stronger than 1492. He's only like 1000 in bullet. Okay, I'm going to have to get active here, I think. So I'm going to put my rook in my opponent's half of the board. But I've got to give my king an emergency square like my opponent has done before I try and get too active in case I blunder the back rank. So he's played queen forward, and that gives me a tempo to attack the queen with that move I'm trying to play. Except I've blundered a pawn, not paying attention. I wasn't paying attention to that. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I simply wasn't paying attention, yeah, because I'm being honest, a little bit suspicious here. He's not playing this game like a 1400 level player. So rook here, if he goes here, I guess I just come back. Let's play rook here and attack this pawn. But he's playing it way, well, it's nearly 1500, but he's playing it way stronger than that. Quality and speed of play is nothing like what it should be for the rating. So if I take this pawn, rook down, say queen back, I guard this pawn. If we trade, oh, I'm going to lose this one though. But I have to take, don't I? I've got to take. He's going to play rook down. Yeah, he's playing this way too strong. In fact, I've just lost, haven't I? Rook down, he attacks this, threatens mate in 2. Queen here. I can't drop back because it's just a mate in 2. So having set it up, why is he not playing it? This pawn's going to fall. I've got nothing here, nothing. Maybe there's a rook threat to go after his back rank, but yeah. No, I'm playing somebody who's not a 1492 level player here. Too weird, this one, too weird. I've played this too well for his level. So he can just take a pawn, and we'll try and go up and get one of his rooks off the board, and maybe just try repetition and bail out with a draw if we can. Very unlikely he's going to blunder this though, the way he's playing, but let's just see. And you never know anything for 100% sure, of course, but I'll have to play this game quick now because yeah, I'm just being completely outplayed by a much lower rated player who's playing quicker than me as well. So I'll pre-move that in case he takes. Wait, he's played queen back. What sort of a move is that? That'll be interesting to see if that's an engine move after the game, but I guess the idea is he's keeping this mate threat. But takes can't be good for me. Takes, check. Has he just blundered the game? He surely hasn't blundered it. But it looks like he has, doesn't it? Check. There's got to be a checkmate. Oh, he can't step out. Yeah, it's just mate. Then how amazing he's played the game. And he's just hung a checkmate because the king can't avoid it. And he has played amazingly well. He played a tremendous game. He's played that way beyond his level. And then it's just gone. Just for one mistake. Let's see how much worse we were. We must have been worse there, but obviously we'll just check it what it was in engine speak. Engines play the game a little bit different to the rest of us. But boy, it felt like I was in trouble there indeed. Oh, it was level. So with correct play, it was actually level, and we were a bit better here, and it's gone back to level. He's played it tremendously. So what if we played 92 against 74, but it must be that losing mistake at the end which has skewed the figures a bit. Tremendous effort, isn't it? Tremendous. And let's see what the engine likes here. D6 and C5 are the two preferred moves rather than D5. So D6 or C5. It's a little bit of an unusual way to start the game in the Caro. This is just all completely level. See, nothing's been flagged here. Should have played knight forward rather than the queen back. So knight up is still good, so I'm still playing this alright. But instead of d5, I should have played the bishop to f6. We should have moved the bishop out the way. And that's brought it back to level. He's blundered with c5. b6 was good. Knight is an inaccuracy. He should have taken the pawn. So take the bishop was good. And then we've blundered by taking the pawn here. We should have again played bishop up, attacking the knight. We're actually +2 better, so that brings it back to level. And I've seen these moves, but what I've missed, I just completely overlooked the pawn falling. So with h6, yeah, just play queen across here. It's still just level. You know, 0.4 at amateur level, it's just basically level. I just missed the pawn falling here. Got a pawn back, then you suddenly realise that you're facing a mate in 2. We've gone back to try and get rid of that rook, which we shouldn't have done. Apparently rook e6 is a move here to take some pressure off here. I guess if you check, we just step up, we still guard. And rook e6, you might get active, but it's still completely level, 0.0 level. So that was a mistake by us going here, but then he's just blundered the game, and it's just a forced checkmate because he can only block here and takes. But that was a really tremendous effort on it. Tremendous effort there by my opponent, so well done.